Go ahead and get started. So my name is Laura Robinson. I am a Diamond Senior Gold Ambassador with Plexus, and I have been with the company for 7.5 years, which is just crazy to me. So some of you might have joined in to learn how to get your products paid for. Maybe you're already a happy customer, or you are just taking the products as a wholesale price right now. And some of you might have joined in because you want to take this business part-time along your, maybe your full-time job, or maybe you actually want to take it full-time and be able to retire and be able to create memories with your family, or just, be able to raise your kiddos, or maybe you retired and you're wanting to bring more income in. We have a place for you and a plan and a system that's going to help you do that. So you might be thinking, who is Plexus? Maybe you watched your friends post about it. Maybe they invited you to several events, maybe it's your neighbor. So just a very small overview of what Plexus is. We are a direct sales company, and our mission is to really enhance the health, happiness, and just wealth of those who support, promote, and use our Plexus products. So we are really empowered to help people everywhere enjoy healthy and happiness and really have a fulfilling life through our exceptional natural-based products and our really fun and rewarding business opportunity culture, our family, and our gratitude of service that we can provide with this business opportunity. So as part of our mission, as brand specialists, that's what we're also known as ambassadors, we have the opportunity to make money, and we are very proud of that. But even more importantly, we have the opportunity to make a difference, and for you and for us to be part of something that's really special, an unconventional job. And I think some people, before they looked over that opportunity, but as we've seen last year in 2020, we need lots of streams of income, and we need an income that's going to set us up for when something happens, or we walk into our job and we find out we don't have a job anymore, or maybe our company closes, or maybe just life happens, right? And you have to step back from going to work to be able to maybe take care of someone at home. It's really, really important that you have that security plan set up, and that is what our opportunity does here at Plexus. So we have been a company for close to 13 years, and we're based in Scottsdale, Arizona, with distribution centers all over the world. We are in the United States, Canada, Mexico, Australia, and New Zealand, and we will be opening up new markets in the near future once we make sure we do it correctly. We never want to open a country where we don't have a distribution center, because our purity and our quality of our products are the first that comes to us. So we don't want to be shipping miles and thousands of miles away with those products. So there are a lot of direct sales companies out there, right? There's a lot of businesses out there. You probably see it on your social media feeds. So, that's for a reason. They provide time freedom. They provide services. They provide jobs for people. And, it's really a great business structure. So we are all about supporting direct sales companies, but you have to figure out what is a great fit for you and your family. What can you align with? Is it something that, you can market to someone that might be 2 years old and someone that's 102 years old? Is it something for both genders? Is it just a trend going on, or is it something that someone needs every single day? And that is what's really, really important for you to look at. Other products that you want to look at is, is your family going to support that? Is it something they can use? How is their compensation plan? Is it set up for that residual income? So we want to say that we here at Plexus feel like we are a great company. We're actually known as the most trusted direct sales company out there for our products and the integrity of our business structure. So the need that we address here at Plexus is a couple different needs. We address financial illness and preventative health. And as far as financial illness, there are so many people that only have $500 saved, in their savings account, or maybe they haven't been able to put anything towards retirement because they're, having to use that money that's right there on the spot on their paycheck. So many times people, have stress, they have arguments, they don't really know, where they're going to go for, be able to provide their kids with school supplies. There's just so much built up stress with them based on finances. And then preventative health. And this is what a big area where I went into this company was, we have an epidemic of chronic health conditions out there. Our obesity rates are sky high. They're growing in our children, which is really sad. And we have a need that we can address with preventative health. We over-medicate our society. We cover up symptoms. We Band-Aid it up. And that only leads to more health problems or having to take more medications to cover up from side effects of being over-medicated. So we really have a job to help our friends and our families with preventative health and to address some of the root issues of what is going on in your body. So that is kind of our overview. And then why social marketing? Why is this such a need right now? And social marketing is the new business structure. It really is. Again, as we saw in 2020, where businesses were closed, online businesses were thriving. People didn't want to have to go into stores and buy their products. They were able to easily order online and get it sent to their door. And education, with Plexus, education is really important because you are consuming products. And again, our quality and our pureness of our products, which Donnelly will talk on the products here in a minute, are so important. You don't want to go into GNC or Whole Foods or just even a quality store that sells supplements and say, hey, I'm looking for a probiotic. Most of the time, Target employees will not know the difference between certain strains of bacteria and what they do in your body. They're not going to know the difference between your chronic health condition and you wanting to lose weight. So it's so important to partner with a company and take quality products where those behind the scenes that are marketing have access to understand the reason of why and how it's going to work in your body. So when you partner with Plexus to earn income, there's really two ways that you can, be able to share those products. It's the business opportunity and the product opportunity. And maybe you're looking for both, right? Maybe you need income to pay for your products. And we can do that here at Plexus as well. As easy as grabbing 3 friends to join you, to lock arms with you for accountability, you are going to make around $300 in your first 30 days. And that money is going to cover your products for that next 3 months. And we all know not everyone's going to have the same, results in the same time frame. So really being consistent on your products for a good 60 to 90 days is important when you are looking for a lifestyle change and you're really trying to correct those health conditions that built up maybe 10, 15, 20, 30 years ago in your body. It takes time. And we never want income. We never want the cost of a product to be put on the back burner. As we do a lot as moms, as wives, we take care of everyone else before us and we put that money towards other needs that we have in our family, but then we always come last, right? And we feel bad, we're tired, we're fatigued, we don't have energy. So at Plexus, we understand that, and we want to make sure that you have the ability to lock arms with your friends, your family, have that accountability so that you can stay consistent for your health goals, and you are going to be rewarded financially with that, especially with our Fast Start bonus. So a little bit about me before we move on. My background is I'm an ER nurse. I worked in the nursing field for several years. And, I saw a bigger need. I saw a need that we needed to focus on preventative health. And, if I did not partner with Plexus, my life would look completely different. I was suffering from $80,000 in student loan debt. So I honestly probably would still have around $70,000 left in student loan debt, which is just crazy. I was paying a good $1,200 a month just in interest because you can only defer so long, right? I wouldn't be able to raise my kids full time. I started Plexus before I had children. And thankfully for the last 5.5 years, my oldest is 5, I've been able to be home full time. And, if I was working still 40 to 60 hours a week in the hospital, I don't even know if I would have children right now, or I don't know, what that would look like being able to raise them and provide, education from them, or be able to nurse them until I felt comfortable, weaning my children from breastfeeding, because it's hard pumping at work. I know a lot of you guys on here are nurses, and even in any career, it's hard to find time to run to a room that feels safe and secure and clean to be able to provide that nutrition. So that was something that was really important to me. Is I wanted to raise my kids full time at home. I wanted to be able to travel freely. I didn't want to have to request 2 weeks off, or give a 2-week, a notice to request a couple days off, or work, months and months just for a 50-cent raise at the end of the year. So my life would look completely different if I didn't look at the Plexus opportunity and really jump full in and see the need that we have to offer. So another thing that sets us apart from other companies out there is the quality of our products. So I'm going to turn it over to my sister, Donnelly Robinson, who is also a Diamond Ambassador in our company, and she will share a little bit more about her story and what Plexus is and why our products are amazing.
Hey everyone, so I'm super excited to talk to you tonight, and I want to start a little bit with social selling. So what makes you look at an opportunity like this? Well, social selling brings in residual income, and what residual income is the income that you get when you're not even working at all. So when you're sleeping, when you're on vacation, when you decided to take tomorrow off because you just don't feel like working. That is residual income. That is income that is still coming in. And that is kind of what we all want. We want to be able to provide for our families and have residual income. Most of us are used to working 9 to 5 or 12-hour shifts, like my sister and I that you just heard. And what happens is you go in, you clock in, you're paid for that time that you're there, and that is it. And that is what we have grown accustomed to. So people are starting to look for other opportunities. 77% of Americans said that they're interested in flexible income, and that is what we offer. And 80% of people say that social selling is favorable. They're excited for it. They want the personalized care. Like Laura said, when you go into, say, your grocery store, or you go to Target or Whole Foods, a lot of times the salespeople do not know what they're giving you. You ask, hey, where do I find the probiotics? And they say, here they are. And you're kind of left on your own to decide what is best. We have the ability to help you pick the right things. So I don't know about you, but I would much rather support a friend online than a stranger in a store. So are you on social media all day long? Because I know before I started Plexus, I was on social media a lot. And when I was online, I wasn't making money. I would scroll like most of you, or I would just, keep in touch with family and friends. But what I found was that you can actually make an income in social selling. And that is probably why you're here tonight. And the great thing is that you get that convenience to work when you want, and also pair it with an amazing company that has your best interests at heart. So we are the original gut health company. You might have heard the word gut health floating around. It is focused on the gut microbiome, which is all of your bacteria, the fungi, and the viruses inside of your gut. And we know that alone contributes to how you feel. That is truly your second brain. So as a gut health focused company, we have an entire kids nutrition line. We have an adult wellness line. We have plant-based skincare, which has prebiotics. We have weight loss tools, protein sources, omegas, a really great immune support supplement, electrolytes, and so much more. And we have something for everybody. I am a firm believer, at the very minimum, that everybody needs a good multivitamin and a probiotic. And the reason why is because we are not getting that good nourishing bacteria that we need day to day, and we are not getting the vitamins and minerals that we need from our foods. So we have connected the brain to anxiety. We have connected the gut to the brain within anxiety, depression, stress management. We've connected it to the immune system. So if you feel like you're getting sick a lot, that's probably why. And we've also connected the gut to energy, weight loss, overall well-being, just how you feel day to day. And I know that is so important to be aligned with a company who has products that not only you want to be proud of and you want to use, but you also want to give to your kids and you want to share with your friends and family. So I decided as a nurse to partner with Plexus many years ago because I saw this need in people, that we needed a way to help people heal from the inside out and help them stay well. That was really important to me. And I knew that in researching all of their ingredients, because I am a big researcher, that I was excited to share what they had to offer. And I knew that it was going to make a difference. So we have a way to make a dent in root issues, the issues that cause suffering to so many people. And a lot of times it's those mystery illnesses. I just don't feel good. I don't know what's wrong. And I'm sure as I'm saying that, you might have someone in mind who is suffering with that as well. So as a fact, the global supplement industry in 2020 was worth over $308 billion. A third of that was in the US alone, and it's expected to grow another 9% every year through 2028. And I am gonna bet that it probably is actually gonna grow even more than that as people look for supplements that heal the gut and that are plant-based and that have way less side effects. So our company gives you the ability to offer health solutions while also making a solid and reliable stream of residual income. So I want to take you back. When I first started Plexus, I was working full-time as a nurse. I was working opposite shifts as my husband, who's also a nurse, and we did that so we could offset the need for daycare because we did not have the money. We didn't have vacations. We had $200 in our savings account, and an emergency or an accident would have caused us to dive even deeper into debt. The time I had was super limited, and probably like most of you, I didn't really feel that I could get ahead with what I had. Even though I had a great career, there was no getting ahead. It was paycheck to paycheck. And I struggled with returning to work as a new mom. If you're a mom and you've returned to work, for some women, it's very hard. I struggled with that. I struggled mostly because I was missing milestones, and I felt like I was missing my oldest daughter's just being there to help her grow up. And I would come home and I would get glimpses of her life for the day, and then she was back in bed. So it was hard, and I decided to take a chance on Plexus, right? So since joining Plexus, both myself and my husband are at home full time. We've left bedside nursing, and we've been able to incorporate Plexus into our day-to-day life, being able to work wherever we want, whenever we want, from our phones. We can take a day off when we want. We don't have to worry about someone else covering a shift. And we have been able to just grow as a family and be excited about being home, because the most important thing is not just the finances, it's the time that you get from a business like this, the time that you are going to gain from being able to create your own schedule and have that residual income coming in. So I want you to hear from one of my friends, a real life story of how Plexus has helped them. So I'd love to introduce Steph Farron.
Hey guys, so happy to be here with you tonight. Just a little bit of my story. So when I found Plexus, I was a new mom. I had a little one, and then I was also pregnant with my second, and I had previously tried a network marketing business and had no leadership. The products were not something that I could really feel passionate about, and I knew that it wasn't something that I could stay with and really achieve that residual income that I needed for my family. So a friend talked to me about Plexus, and it took me 6 months to actually save up the money to get my welcome pack. We were super broke. We were a one income family with, 2 babies. And I was really out there looking for a business opportunity that I could take with me wherever, because my husband was still in the military and we really didn't know if we were going to be staying in one place. I really needed something with a solid compensation plan, something that was not like my previous experience. And something that was had products that I could really stand behind and represent and feel confident sharing with my friends and family. Not something that I needed to bug them to buy, but something that they could use every single day, and that I could feel confident representing that product. I was fairly new in my natural, holistic lifestyle. I was learning so many new things just from the girls that I was following that were already using Plexus products. But before that, I really didn't know anything about being healthy. I was telling a friend earlier today that I grew up eating cheese doodles and drinking orange soda. We really, truly didn't have that health knowledge that is out there today. And so coming into this, I was not a health expert, and I want you to know that if you are starting at ground zero, this is a perfect opportunity for you, because you don't have to be an expert on our products. The amazing thing about Plexus is that we have an incredible training resource guide in our back office that we have access to whenever, wherever. So if you're up late breastfeeding your baby, or if you're waiting in the car pickup line, you can scroll through and learn. And I'm a constant student. I love learning about these products because as they started to change my health, I really just wanted to know why the heck I was feeling so good. So I started reading all of the labels, I started reading all the PDFs, and little by little, just being surrounded by other women who were using these products as well, and they were already on their path to a healthy lifestyle. I started just absorbing information from them as well. That was something that I really never had before. It was the community. And what I always tell my team is that people usually join Plexus for the compensation plan, which is amazing, and the products, which are also amazing, but they wind up staying with us because of our community and the encouragement that they feel from our team. I was a very lonely new mom. I don't know if anyone can relate to that, but when I first started, I really didn't have many friends. I was pretty isolated in motherhood. And I know a lot of people after 2020 are feeling super isolated. If that's you, I want you to know that when you join this community, you are never isolated. You are never alone ever again. You will have a team that feels comfortable messaging you at 2 a.m. and sending you silly memes and, you know, just lifting your spirits when they can tell that you've had a hard day. It's truly like a second family. And I genuinely never had that before. Even with my previous direct sales experience, I just didn't feel like I had a group of friends. I never went to any events with them. I never met up and did, you know, power hours together, working alongside each other, brainstorming, all of those things. I truly love that about this experience. I've been with the company for 5 years now. And I always take it back to like what I would be missing out on if I didn't say that one yes, if I didn't just say, you know what, I'm going to jump in. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know anything about this, but I know that I need the products. I have no doubt that they're going to work. And I truly did. I was totally sold on the products. I knew they were going to work for me because I had seen so many testimonies, but I didn't know what I was doing with the business. I just said, my family needs this. I'm going to put one foot in front of the other. I'm going to learn as much as I can from those who have gone before me. And that's what I did. And quitting was not an option. I knew that I needed to provide for my family. And when my family went through like a really bad time with my son's accident, my team was the one that supported me the entire time. They were the ones who stepped in and contacted my customers for me and made sure that that residual income never skipped a beat in my family. There was something coming in for us in the 6 weeks that I had to step back from my business. And what a blessing that I could step back and take care of my family, because family comes first, and Plexus really honors that. So that's a little bit of my story. And I want you to be thinking throughout this call, like, what would you be missing out on if you don't say yes? Maybe it's not now, but think about that. What would you be missing out on if you never said yes to an opportunity like this? Thanks, guys.
All right, guys. Next, I want to introduce Allison, who's going to be sharing her story with us.
Okay, hi everybody. I'm Allison Lively, and I'm not a natural speaker like these other girls, so I've even got notes because I don't want to forget what I'm talking about or miss anything. So like I said, my name's Allison Lively, and I've been with Plexus for 3.5 years. I joined because a friend down the street from me was taking the products and it interested me. I've been in the health and fitness industry for 38 years. I've been teaching aerobics for 38 years, so it was made perfect sense to pair these two together. And I hope that one of you out there is going, 38 years, she's got to be 58. She looks like an oldie but a goodie. Ha ha ha. Anyway, it just seemed like a perfect pairing to me, quality supplements with what I was doing. Before I started Plexus, I was teaching 16 classes a week. And don't get me wrong, I love what I do. I love the people I teach to. I have a lot of fun. We goof around, but we're moving, we're grooving, we're exercising. But I started to get bored. I started to kind of feel like something was missing, but I didn't know what that was. And so that's where my next step is what was missing? What else could I do? And all along, I've always enjoyed helping people. And I think most of us do. And this just became another avenue in order to help people. Plexus has helped me to gain some self-confidence and believe in myself, and do the hard things like getting on here and talking with you guys, because I am nervous. But I've also learned that you've got to believe in yourself, do the hard things, get out of your comfort zone. And I've learned you have to share your knowledge, share what you've learned, because somebody else can learn from that as well, because we're all a work in progress. I was thinking today about I love the movie Erin Brockovich. I'm not sure if you guys have ever seen it, but I just love that she makes a difference. And that's something with Plexus you can do. You can help make a difference in someone's life, help them get healthy and happy, maybe make a little extra money on the side. And this is just the perfect avenue for that. But I want to go beyond that. I want to make a huge difference in the world. I want to help fund research that will find a cure for Alzheimer's. My mom passed away from Alzheimer's in April of 2020, and her brother passed away a few months later from the same disease. So it's near to my heart, but I want to find a way that I can contribute. How can I give back? And that's what Plexus has done. It's given me that financial ability to make a contribution. But I want to go beyond that. I want to be able to donate my time and energy to that cause. And that's my blessing from Plexus. Prior to Plexus, I would have never thought about doing something like that. It just would have been outside of my wheelhouse because I didn't have the time, the energy. I definitely didn't have the finances to do that. But more importantly, I would never have thought that someone like me could do something like that. And to me, that's the beauty of Plexus. It's more than gut health, and it's more than a little extra side income. It's making a difference in the world for your family, but for other people as well. And it's just a whole new belief in yourself. So I hope that you guys will seriously think about this, because like I said, it's been a blessing for all of us, and I'm sure it will be for you. And so now I think I'm passing off to Marielle.
Hey, thank you so much. Can you see me? I don't know if it's switched over. Can you all see me? I'm not sure. Yes, okay, good. It's still showing you. Awesome. Okay, well, thank you so much for having me on tonight. It's so fun to be able to hear the stories from everybody else on our team. You know, there is such a community aspect here, and we get to know each other, and we have fun, and you know, we share our personal stories. And when you get to hear those personal in-depth moments, like just the hearts behind why people are doing what they're doing, it just brings extra meaning and value to all of us. We all have a different why. I can say that I have many, many whys. And I think for a while there, I was like, why am I partnered with Plexus? I have to have this one sole reason. And I've realized that as I've grown with the company and I've been in it longer, that my whys have just been expounded upon. And one of my whys is now this community, and how inspired I am by the people that I get to do life with and get to do business with. Something completely unexpected for me. Initially, though, when I started with Plexus, you know, I was really searching for new purpose in my life. I was searching for new meaning in my life. I had left a career of 15 years that I loved and was so passionate about, because I really wanted to start a new chapter and be a new mom. And my husband and I were ready for that next step. And I knew that I couldn't be the mom that I really wanted to be with also juggling that career that I had. And so I made this brave, wild decision to step away from all of it and start new. And I didn't know what that was going to look like. And I tried a lot of different things. I went to real estate school. I couldn't quite figure it out. And I was unsure that anything that I ever tried again, I'd be equally as passionate about. And so, you know, Plexus kind of hit me in the face. I was going through some health struggles with my thyroid. A friend of mine shared about the products with me, and the business side didn't interest me at all. In fact, for a year, I told her, I don't want to do the business. Shay, I still don't want to do the business. It's not for me. And I really thought that it wasn't. Until about a year in, when I realized, oh my gosh, my thyroid levels are totally normal. I don't have to be on medication. And simultaneously, my husband had IBS, and his IBS was suddenly gone. These were both things our doctor said that we'd be medicated for forever. And so my mom then decided she wanted to try Plexus, and I wanted to help her. And my mom her health story was very near and dear to my heart. My brother and I had many conversations as to what to do for my mom. She had terrible asthma, terrible allergies, thyroid issues, pre-diabetic, lots of different things. And so when my mom wanted to jump in on the opportunity, I was really excited to help her. Within 3 months, my mom was completely off her allergy medication. She lost 30 pounds. She threw her asthma inhaler away and reversed her pre-diabetes diagnosis as well. And that was the moment that I realized this is something that I want to invest my time into, because I saw that not only did my mom take the exact same products that I took, which helped with my thyroid, which helped with my husband with his IBS, but that it worked for all of those things. But then it struck a light bulb for me that, well, if that can happen to the three of us, then who else could this be helpful for that's out there silently struggling the way so many of my family members were? And so I became really, really passionate about sharing this with people. I got online and I just shared one story about what the transformation that had happened to my family. And I woke up the next day with so many messages from people who had said, that's my story too. I can so relate to this. I've been going through this. I've been going through the conventional medicine route for so long with no answers, with medication after medication, putting a Band-Aid on my issues. And I realized people need this. People are silently struggling. And so I just started organically helping people, saying, this is what I did. I don't know anything about it, but it worked for me. And people started getting healed. People were sending me text messages being like, I can't believe it. This is my story. I can't believe it. I'm off blood pressure medication. And here I am thinking, I'm not a nurse, I'm not a healthcare professional, but I'm simply just sharing what's worked for me, and people's lives are changing because of that. And so that was my initial why. I realized, okay, this is something really meaningful that I can do with my life that fills me up, that when I lay my head on the pillow at night, I can say, yes, girl, you're doing great. And that felt so good. And then second of all, the thing that I also didn't expect was how goal-oriented this company is. And I had left a career that was very goal-oriented, and there was a part of me that was missing that. You know, I'd become a new mom, and I wanted to be a full-time mom. I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, but I also wanted to have something that I was going after that gave me life, and that my daughter could look at me and be like, my mom's a boss. My mom's got this stuff together, you know, and that she could look up to me and pursue her own goals freely. And so it gave me this new perspective of, my daughter's going to get to see me become, you know, a new person and refine myself and help people. And that's something that I really wanted to pour into her. And then I didn't realize that really Plexus, at the end of the day, for me, has been a personal development plan with a compensation plan attached to it. Because I am not the same person today at Senior Ruby that I was at Gold, and I was not the same person at Gold that I was at Silver. And every single level with this company has required me to refine and become a new version of myself, to let go of my ego, to grow in leadership skills, to build community well, to not be reactionary, to believe in myself, to build inner confidence. So many things have come out of the opportunity that have really changed me and shaped me and changed my life and refined me to the person that I always wanted to be. And so for me, I mean, Plexus, not only that, I mean, obviously everything everybody else has said about that, it allows me to work from home. It allows me to travel. I was just on vacation this past week, working from vacation, but not feeling like I was working at all because I'm helping people. And, you know, and it's like I said from the beginning, the why has changed and morphed and really grown so many times since I began this journey. What began as a small seed of hope for my own health and then hope for my mom's health has just transformed into so much more. And so this opportunity has been a game changer for me. And I'm so thankful that I took that step away from the career that I had for 15 years, because I am honestly so much more passionate about what I'm doing now than I ever was in that career before. And I never thought that that was going to be a possibility for me. I've grown in friendships. I have a community of people that believe in me, that encourage me. Some of them I've never even met in person, but I feel like we have this close bond of like Steph said, it's like a second family. And so I'm so thankful for Plexus. I'm so thankful for this opportunity. And if you're considering whether, you know, you want to get your products paid for, or pay off some debt, or grab a new set of goals, or whatever it might be, there is something inside of this company that is for you. And yeah, I'm really excited about the opportunity that lies ahead for you. Anyway, I'm going to kick this back over to Laura Robinson. Thank you so much for having me.
That was so good. See, I mean, you guys just heard 4 completely different stories, completely different just ways of life, and they've all been changed. And it's all because they said yes to an opportunity, either jumped in blindly or jumped in because they trusted someone or saw a social media post or had a neighbor down the street that was using the products. And, you know, I always think you are put in an opportunity or a situation, or you are presented with something because that is what you're supposed to do. And maybe it might come, you know, scrolling down your Facebook or an Instagram story, or your neighbor's like, hey, try this probiotic. But everything happens for a reason. And, you know, again, with the community that Plexus has and the products that just really, really focus on preventative health and figure out what is going on like with your body, and really connecting the dots at a root level, and then our compensation plan, all three of those put together. That's not even including the fun that we have and just these calls that we do a couple times a month, or the events, or even the perks. You guys, the perks, let's talk about that for just 30 seconds. But you know, we have amazing trips that you can earn. They give you a lifestyle bonus or a Lexus program when you get to a certain level. The rank bonuses, there's a lot of fun. Several people got brand new iPads last year, Dyson hair dryers, just the gifts they give keep on giving. They really, really do. So you might be thinking, how do I get started? Like, what is this? What is this culture tribe that I just tuned into tonight, and now my life's going to be changed? And it's pretty simple. Honestly, I'm just going to walk you through in a minute time of what you do. So you basically just go to your friend that invited you to this call, and they have a replicated website, and you enroll, and you get a highly discounted welcome kit that has products that are geared towards your health goals. And there's a couple different options for that depending on your finances. There's a couple of them that are even over $100 off our retail price, which are just insane. So you go ahead and get started. Shipping is going to be at your door in a couple days. And you're also going to get a replicated website. And what you do is you just start sharing. You help people. You're going to be plugged into a few resources. You're going to have your own resources. You get a virtual office that you can log into and track any customers or sales that you have. Learn about our products. So we really have tons of resources that you can dig into. And if you're a researcher, you can even take it a little bit farther and do some PubMed researches and learn a little bit more in depth about the products. But you just share, and then you're going to be shocked with how many people actually need what you have to offer. And then you're going to go to the person that enrolled you and said, what do I do next? And we're going to help you every step of the way. And just like Marielle said, you have different leadership development that you will just learn. You really will. I always say, I feel like I've learned so much more about leadership and just being an entrepreneur and helping people that I did in my years in the ER, where I was literally saving lives. Just because it's a completely different skill set that you have to have when you're talking with people and you're growing people and you're growing yourself. I can't tell you how many husbands have came to me thanking me that their wives have joined because they have just grown so much as a person, a spouse, a mother, and they've given so much more to their life because they feel like they have that meaning to it. So that is basically what you do. Your friends order from your website and you just earn income. Anytime someone goes to your website, either they buy as a customer or they join you, you're gonna earn income and you're gonna love it. So thank you so much for joining today. We will record this if you wanna watch the replay and hear any stories, and we are here to answer any questions that you have. So thank you guys, bye.